Halo Infinite's fall update kicks off on the 5th of August, and this is easily shaping up to be the greatest content update in Halo Infinite's lifespan. I promise I'm not being hyperbolic. I have so much to go through, as there is a lot coming to Halo Infinite with Operation Shadows. So without wasting your time, let's kick this off. The Falcon is making its long-awaited return next week. This is easily the biggest addition to the game, and it's special because it's the first vehicle to be added post-launch. Halo Infinite's Falcon will be a little different to its Reach counterpart, but in a good way. Here the Falcon has a grenade launcher mounted on the left side and a heavy machine gun on the right, and between the pilot, 2 passenger jump seats and dual gunner positions, the Falcon can hold up to 5 Spartans at any given time. This means it's going to be the perfect vehicle for BTB Capture the Flag, and just imagine what we'll be able to do with a vehicle like this in custom games and Forge. When the fall update drops, players will be able to jump straight into the Falcon thanks to a new interesting mode called Famished Falcons. This features 4 teams, 4 Falcons, and 1 disputed flag. In this hectic CTF mode, 3-person crews must pilot a Falcon through a sky full of enemy warbirds to claim a lone flag and get it back to base to score. With 2 teammates on the guns and 3 angry Falcons on your tail feathers, you'll have to work together to stay afloat. Can I just say that sounds fucking awesome? It's multi-team with Falcons. What's not to love? The next big sandbox item is of course the Vestage Carbine. Now I have said this before, but I am a massive fan of this new design. Credit where credit is due, Halo Studios have done well creating this by only using the shock rifle model. We've seen small snippets of the Vestage Carbine in gameplay, and yes, it does use the animations for the shock rifle, but in fairness, I think it suits the weapon. I'll of course miss its signature reload animation, but honestly this still looks pretty good all things considered. We have to remember that there's only a small team working on Halo Infinite, so if they can keep creating weapons like this, basing them off existing models, then I'm 100% okay with that, as long as they look different to the base model. And as we can see with the Vestige Carbine, it clearly does. When Operation Shadows goes live, you can jump straight into Banished Slayer, which is basically UNSC versus Banished. Banished teams go to war with the new Vestige Carbine, a pulse carbine, and 2 spike grenades, while the UNSC team is kitted out with the Bandit Evo, the MA5K Avenger, and a pair of frags. So the good news is that we have 2 new playlists releasing with the operation, one featuring the Falcon, the other featuring the Vestige Carbine, so players will be able to get their hands on the new sandbox items right from the get-go. The weapons bench will be receiving a pretty hefty update. Players will now be able to customize and apply weapon models, coatings, charms, emblems, and death effects to the Vestige Carbine, Mangler, Stalker Rifle, Pulse Carbine, Cinder Shot, Gravity Hammer, Sentinel Beam, Disruptor, Plasma Pistol, and finally the Ravager. We're now only missing the Energy Sword and Skewer. I will say I'm very glad to see Halo Studios expand on the weapons bench, as all of this, while very late, is still appreciated for sure. Operation Shadows will be bringing some interesting sandbox changes, all of which I think are very good. Active Camo will have its effect duration increased by 15 seconds, going from 30 to 45 seconds, which is how long it lasted in Halo 3 and how long I lasted when I saw the Falcon. Audio effects for the Mutilator have been enhanced. Mutilator fire should now sound more distinctly terrifying during gameplay, from no matter where you're cowering, and this in particular is an awesome tweak, as I always thought the Mutilator sounded a little too quiet for such a menacing weapon. The Hydra Launcher has been improved to have quicker lock-ons, a faster rate of fire, and reduced reload time. Though individually modest, these changes to the locked-on shots should stack to feel pronounced, especially when countering enemy vehicles or firing successive volleys. The reload speed of the Pursuit Hydra has also received a boost to keep pace with the default variant. Finally, the overheat rate for the Ravager Rebound has been increased, so that players may only fire 8 shots before overheating. Now let's talk about the upcoming armors arriving with this update. In terms of the Operation Pass, Operation Shadows will be offering a 20-tier free pass, as well as a 50-tier premium pass, containing 4 full armor sets. And to get that premium pass, it will cost 1,000 credits. Inside the 50 tiers, you will find the Whisper, Direwolf, Fire Serpent, and Aristos armor sets, which are the armor sets appearing on the screen. I still don't know if I'll pay 1,000 credits for this, but I am curious to hear what you think. Ranked is getting 2 new maps in the form of Latias and Serenity, and yes, for those wondering, the Vestige Carbine has been added to Ranked. Next week's Forge update marks a monumental shift in node graph functionality. featuring all new radial menus, custom input mapping, a massive messaging overhaul, completely reinvented mode prefabs, and a whole lot more. I'm seriously not joking when I say there is a crap ton coming to Forge with this update, and the introduction of radial menus alone is enough to get most Forgers excited. What I've said here is only the tip of the iceberg. If you want to read up on all of the Forge changes coming, make sure you click the Halo Waypoint link in the description. And last but not least, Firefight has seen a small improvement, where instead of manually selecting first person or third person firefight, players can now toggle between the two perspectives anytime during a firefight match, and that is another fantastic change. Halo Infinite's fall update is extremely stacked, and I can't believe we're getting an update of this caliber 4 years post-launch. It's a bittersweet feeling, but at the same time I'm super fucking excited to get my hands on all of this stuff. At the end of the day, this new update is for all of us still interested in Halo. It's not going to bring the wider gaming community back. However, I've seen so many Halo fans today say they'll come back to try out the Falcon or even Carbine, and that's just great to hear. It's been very hard to be positive as a Halo fan lately, but I see absolutely no issue with being excited for an update like this, especially when it's bringing back fan favorites like the Carbine and Falcon. To me, this is Halo Infinite's greatest update, and if you guys agree, be sure to drop a like on the video, and if you're an absolute mad lad, consider dropping me a sub. With all of that said, thank you guys for watching the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a good one.